All right, ladies and gentlemen, my gain is really high. Boys and girls, good morning. Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to the stream. We're doing this again. Doing this all over again. If you're just tuning in and wondering what the hell's going on, I had to restart my stream because, uh, well, we're gonna see if it actually worked. It worked. All right. Woohoo! Woohoo! It worked. Sweet. All right. It worked. We're good. All right, folks. Welcome. Happy to be here. Happy to have you all here. If you're wondering what's going on, there was a notification sound that was playing every time somebody said anything in the chat box. It was very loud. I couldn't customize it. I couldn't do anything about it. And then I figured out how I could customize it and do something about it. And it still didn't work. So I just had to restart everything. And now here we are. Now here we are. But anywho, welcome, folks. Welcome. Oh, this thing's like riding up on me here. Happy to be here. Happy to have everyone here. Set that up a little bit. There we go. All right. Anywho, happy to be here. Happy to have everyone here. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's staying safe. Um, today, I hate that I gotta go through the spiel again. Today, we're gonna be playing some Automobilista 2, some AMS2. For those of you that have been watching this channel, have been following the channel for a while now, you know that I'm a big fan of this game. I've played this game an absolute shit ton. If you're not familiar with the game, it's only available on PC, but there's a ton of content for you to go through, to drive, to test for yourself, and to have, an absolute blast with, really, at the end of the day. Recently, the guys over at Riza, I'm not 100% certain how to pronounce their studio, but recently they came out with part 2 of their classic endurance pack update and added some stuff from the 2005 era, not only cars but tracks as well, or layouts of tracks, I should really say. But it's an absolute blast. I've been having so much fun with it. Been having a hell of a time with it. Like it genuinely has been a great time. And I'm honestly obsessed. I'm genuinely obsessed. But you have the 2005 GT1 Class, the Aston Martin DBR9, the Corvette C5, which is so much fun to drive, the Dodge Viper, which is such a dumb car, but it's fun. It's like a dumb fun kind of thing. Um, and you have the Lambo, which has been in the game for a little bit now. It was part 1 of this pack, and then the Maserati, which, fun fact, is really just a Ferrari, like it's Ferrari body and engine, just kind of tweaked and spec to their own liking, and this car dominated the endurance scene during its time. But yeah, that's what we got going on. That's what's in the game. We also got some GT2 cars. The Milano is really just a Ferrari, but the Milano, and then the Porsche 996 in the game as well. And then, of course, you also have the LMP1 cars from this era and the LMP2 cars from this era as well. There's also the GTRs in here too. Where's it at? Yeah, here we go. BMW GTR in there. So cool update. Having a lot of fun with it. With this update, you also get not only the classic cars, but like I said, you also get classic layouts of a couple tracks. So today we're going to be doing the 2005 layout of LeMans, which is very, very similar to the modern day layout, which is just some slight differences, mostly through the the first set of corners, the Dunlop chicane, like kind of that area of the track, as well as going through the Porsche curves. Porsche curves have been changed a little bit since this time frame, but it's a lot of fun. It's a fun layout. I enjoy it. We also have the 2005 layout of Spa, which is also very similar to the modern day layout. It's really not that much different, minus this little section right here. This is kind of mostly where it's different. And then, of course, we also have the Road Atlanta 2005 layout. We get the short version of it as well as the full version. So, pretty cool. Fun update. A lot of tweaks too, like, changes made to the AI and things of that nature, which is, also a lot of fun, makes it a lot of fun. It's all in all, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. This DLC in particular, I'm absolutely hooked and obsessed with, and it's been a blast driving it. I've been doing a lot of practice with it, trying to tame the beast that is the Dodge Viper. But it genuinely has been just a lot of fun. It's been a great time. Highly recommend it if you don't have it or haven't tried this for yourself. Sim racing right now, it genuinely is in a great spot as a whole. Like it's in a phenomenal spot right now between obviously the stuff that AMS2 does. We have NASCAR 25 coming out on Steam today. You have you got PMR Project Motor Racing coming out very shortly. You have the new Assetto Corsa Rally game coming out as well. Like you got AC Evo still being worked on, LeMans Ultimate, and all the content they're bringing to that game. Like there's just so much happening in the sim racing world right now, and it's fantastic. We really are in like the golden era of it, and it's great. It's genuinely great. I love it. Love everything about it. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. Car Edits, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. But all right, let me get this set up. We're gonna do like about a 2.5 hour race. We're gonna do it on ×10 time progression. That's roughly about 24 hours. It's roughly about the same. So we'll do that to kind of just even things out. And that way we get to experience the day and night cycle. So it's one thing that's beautiful about this game is having that time progression, watching that day night cycle happen. It makes it a lot of fun. Turn off mandatory pit stop, no scheduled yellow. We're gonna keep it dry conditions. Just kind of as fun as it is to drive around in the rain and stuff like that. I think it just kind of helps make things a little bit more more fun in the sense that like I don't feel like I don't have to worry about the element of dealing with the weather and trying to adjust to that and everything else. Which again, that side of it is still fun. Why can't there we go? We'll do ×2 on both of those. Cool. All right. But yeah, again, I mean, it's just like it's fun getting to kind of go through that element of all, but at the same token, it's a challenge, and it's already challenging enough to try to go 2.5 hours into a race and not crash. So ultimately, that's my goal for the day, is to do well. We're not going to do any qualifying. We're going to do a little bit of practice just to kind of get a feel for everything, kind of get warmed up and loose for the day, and then yeah, and then we go from there. And a friendly reminder, we're live streaming here across the board: TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Be sure to follow, sub, like, all that fun stuff. We're on the road to 1,000 subs over on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching, and everything else. Hope you enjoy it. And if you like this kind of content and you want to see more of this kind of content, we primarily do a lot of just F1 stuff here. But if you like this kind of content, want to see more of this kind of content, then be sure to let me know. Be sure to let me know. I'm excited for this. I genuinely am excited for this. This is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. God, what a sound. Let's load, LeMans, boom. Put this in here before I forget. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Why does that say 6 laps? That doesn't sound right. Oh, because times 2. Never mind. I was gonna say, like, a full tank of gas should give me like 12 laps, but then I forgot I set everything times 2. Yeah, 6 laps. Alright, cool. Get some practice in there. Oh. I love this. Love this. Love everything about this. Like, it's just so much fun.
Exit is clear. Don't cross the line. The brakes are cold. Be careful. Cold tires all around.
So much fun, and like the car just sounds so good. Tires are cold. What game is this? This is Automobilista 2. So much fun. Got me the 1K likes? God damn! Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, like this car, it's just, oh, I love it. It's so fast on the straights here, which is part of what makes it fun. Like, and honestly, in a lot of the cases, I'm on the brakes a little late here. In a lot of cases, I'm faster than a lot of the LMP1 cars on the straight. Obviously, not very quick through the corners compared to the LMP cars, but faster in every other aspect. How's the audio, by the way? Like, is it too loud? Like, do I need to turn it down or anything? Updating these cars are pure heaven. They really are, man. Oh, I've genuinely been having so much fun, and honestly, most people are, which is cool to see too. Like, I love when this game gets the flowers it deserves, because it genuinely is such a great game. But just because of the content alone, having the amount of content that they have in the game, that alone makes it just an absolute blast. Slide into the corner there. And again, this is what I mean, like this car, like the back end of this car, it's so tricky. It's so tricky to drive. But God, it's fun. I've always wanted this game to be good, and it's just like now there for me. I mean, listen, I've always thought the game was good. I think the game is just continuing to improve update after update, which is has also been fun. Okay, Lambo just blocked me. Update after update, like I feel like it's just gotten better and better. You know, between physics updates and tweaking the AI and everything along those lines. And I've always enjoyed it though. I'm very excited for when we finally get the career mode in the game. I think that's gonna be massive. Viper's tough. Been driving the Porsche and BMW nonstop. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving the Viper because it's just such a stupid car, but it's just stupid fun. I love the Viper. I love the C5. Like the C5 is a ton of fun to drive. The Maserati is also a ton of fun to drive. The Aston Martin and the Lambo feel a little different, as they should. So, way too late on the brakes there. They feel newer compared to like the Viper and the C5. But like that's to be expected, you know. I mean, they are technically newer cars in comparison, even though this is all like 2005 era. Is that, of course, no, this is Automobilista 2. AMS2. C5 at Daytona and set date 2001. I did the same thing. It wasn't the first thing I did. The first thing I did was drive the Viper, but I did the same thing. So, fun thing about these cars is like sequential gearing. I don't have to really worry about using the clutch or anything like that. But one thing I've learned is that, like, if you essentially kind of do almost like the heel-toe method, without actually using the clutch, it kind of helps keep the back end stable. That's why you see me tapping the gas as I'm downshifting. It's been helping keep the back end stable. I know that's not like... I don't know. That's not necessarily how they drove it. Like, even though it's oh, missed a gear there. Even though it's sequential, so you don't really have to use the clutch. They still use the clutch, like, you know, as the one person mentioned in the chat here. They still use the clutch when they were downshifting to flip it. But I've learned that with the game, you can essentially kind of do the same thing without actually having to use the clutch and without having to go heel toe, and which is a hell of a lot easier. I've never been great at doing the whole heel toe method, so I'm gonna research a bunch of drivers did heel toe and downshifts. Exactly. Yep. I remember like this era of endurance racing. Like I wasn't super into it at that point in time. You know, I was just a wee little lad at that point, so I would watch LeMans and I would watch the Daytona 24. Both of them were typically here in the States. They were aired on the Speed Channel. Those that may or may not remember that, but so I would watch it on there. I never really fully understood everything at that point yet. You know, and even like racing as a whole, like most of my knowledge was within F1 and NASCAR, really, and that was about it. And even then, I still wouldn't say I fully understood it. But I always appreciated it. Like I always loved it. Always enjoyed watching it.
54.7 seconds.
Whole third sector, this car is so tricky. God, it's so much fun.
Your quickest overall. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace.
Even that era of endurance racing, second place car would be at least a lap down. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors into that too. Like, I mean, one, again, I didn't want to go down first there. I mean, one, the Maserati genuinely was just dominant during that era. Two, you know, there really wasn't as much of a gap between the different classes like we see today. I mean, yeah, GT2 is a, you know, pretty massive difference in terms of overall speed compared to the GT1, but the GT1, you know, especially in a straight line, can carry very similar speeds to the LMP cars, if not faster in some cases. It's just obviously the LMP cars had a lot more downforce in comparison, but yeah, like, that's the thing, like, it's a lot different back then compared to how it was today. And God, I feel old saying back then, and we're just talking about 20 years ago, but 2005 does not feel like 20 years ago to me. But the other side of it too is like, it's cars in that era were nowhere near as durable as they are today. You know, I think that's a massive factor in it as well. Cars today are a lot more durable in terms of being able to last full, you know, 24-hour race. Cars would still break down. Exactly. Yep, exactly. Look at that. We think alike. Use racing nerd? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Oh, that getting kicked out on me. As per usual. Car coming up to the inside. Going deep just to kind of let it go by.
Sector 2 time is okay.
Do I play B-Moon Jeep? Every so often I do. Every so often. I mess around with it from time to time, but... Oh, a little wide, little wide, little wide. Understeered heavy there. Your driving is great. You just jinxed it.
The leader is just done 3:54.5.
I can definitely break later for that.
You're a tenth off.
All right,
Sector 1.
good enough.
2 time is quick. Sector
Good enough.
3 is 1.7 seconds off the pace.
Oh, I feel good.
Fuel remaining. You've
I
just
feel good.
done a 3:56.2 seconds.
I feel good. So, I want to watch like one of these cars. God, it's like it's such a great sound. I love it. They actually, I don't know if you know, they that Sonoma track, they like all the modded tracks and stuff. They actually released a file. I didn't know this until recently because I looked, but they released a file to fix a lot of those tracks, all the issues that they had and whatnot. Fun fact. This is AI. Yeah, it's just AI. And you can tell it's AI just by like some of the the AI racing still isn't the greatest. Like there's still some elements that like it could be a little bit better. But I tell you what, in comparison to a lot of other games, it's pretty good. God, it sounds so good.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Sounds so good. I love it. I love it. All right, let's get into this race, chat. Honestly, I actually don't even really love iRacing's AI. The only AI that like I truly enjoy is probably the F1 games. Let me rephrase that, because I do enjoy the AI in iRacing and in this, but I think the only AI racing that does really well is the F1 games. Personally speaking. Personally speaking.
P12. We didn't record pit timings. The fuel estimates are not going to be great.
Alright, save everything. Cool. Cool. Only AI complaint is in multi-class. The slower class will slow down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. It seems like it got better, though. So, like, you know, I don't know. Like, it seems like it got better in comparison to how it was before. That's how I look at it, personally. But, alright, chat. Here we go. 2.5 hours. Let's see how we do. We're gonna go through the full day-night cycle. Everything's kind of set up to be pretty much a 24-hour race. Everything's on ×2 for tire wear and fuel, meaning we're gonna have to do a decent amount of pit stops during this race, which I think always adds that extra element of strategy and everything else. So, I am curious to see how the AI do things in terms of what their strategy looks like. But should be fun. Should be fun. We're starting dead last in our class, so a little last to first challenge here. See how we do.
We didn't record pit timings. Our fuel estimates won't be reliable. Be ready. Watch for the lights.
And I do have damage on, and it's very easy to damage the cars in this game, so I gotta be very careful during this race.
Green, let's go.
Okay. Tires are cold, and AI were a little finicky at the start there. We're just gonna take our time. Here we go. Alright. See how we do. Did we kind of just sneak our way through here? Side by side. The Aston. Got a little bit better of an exit than me. I'm not really too worried about getting past these guys in corners. Our car setup is just not really quite set up for that. Mostly because it's a Dodge Viper, and, well, this car's cornering ability was never the greatest. But where we're going to absolutely have the advantage is going to absolutely be right here. It's just so quick in a straight line. Go heavy on the brake there, just trying to get down through the gears, get the car slowed down, don't crash into anybody. It came back. Am I using a Fansec shifter too? I am. Full metal jacket. Huh? Good movie. C5 here. A little bit later on the brake, sliding into the corner, but we're good. Oh, a little wide on exit. I think my favorite part of this DLC, honestly, has got to be just the variety of the cars and how different each car feels. Like, I feel like the modern day GT3 cars, we touched the grass there, really don't feel all that different. We're gonna get on the brakes here early because I really did not like that. I was kind of blind going into that corner. Oh, Lambo kind of pushes us off there. We're getting squeezed by the Aston. He goes wide though. I tell you what, man, like, one thing that's great about this update as well, on top of what I was just mentioning, I feel like the AI racing against you has gotten significantly better too, and they've added a couple of extra settings that you could change to tweak how the AI behave. And I have it set to high aggression, which I personally really like, because I feel like medium aggression is just a little too light, you know, for my liking. I feel like a lot of times the AI will kind of just move out of your way. It's good for, like, when you're doing really long races, obviously, but I think for a little bit shorter race like this, I prefer the AI to kind of race a little bit harder. I also feel like they tend to race each other a little bit better on the higher aggression in comparison. Good opening lap though, up to P7. Got the same Fanatec setup. Porsche wheel. Hey, there you go. There you go. Marbles, gotta blame the marbles. It's always the marbles. Always. High aggression, 98, 103, depending on the track car. Yep, same. I'm usually kind of in the same area. Every so often, I might do, you know, I might go a little bit higher. Like, usually 105 is, oh god, understeered like crazy there. 105 is usually like kind of the lowest I go. Usually I'm kind of more in like the 105 to 110 range as I understeer once again. Hopefully we just keep it off the wall. The car is just so hard to drive, but I love it. I love the challenge. I was trying to lock it back in here. Been out of practice too. I work all summer, so just getting back into it. Hey, same. Literally same. Literally same. Yeah, I've also been playing a lot of F1 lately. I mean, that's primarily what the content is on the channel, so trying to like adjust back into something like this could be, you know, a little bit of an adjustment period. One thing I have noticed with this is that, like, you'll notice that, like, by the end of all this, you'll see pretty much all the Vipers in your class up at the front at this track, just because obviously the long straights is just where these cars have the advantage, and then the AI in general are able to take the corners a little bit better than I am in this car. All over my back bumper there. Get a really good exit too. But we're closing back in on these guys in front. Helps that they're battling too. Grand Prix Legends classic, man. Absolute classic. Oh, no. No. Well, Viper's out in the grass.
Come on, David. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
Glad I didn't send a Galaxy. Good Christ, he hasn't looked over here in 5 minutes. What are you talking about? My chat box is a little weird sometimes, man. Like, sometimes, like, stuff doesn't pop up. So if you send something, I apologize.
P9.
Sent a cap earlier? Oh, shit, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I genuinely did not see that. Didn't see that. Didn't show up in my chat box. Actually kind of annoying that that happens. I wish I knew why. It's like the downside of, like, multi-streaming. Heavy understeer there. I saw the roast. Alright, that came through. Thank you for that, Brenda. Appreciate it. And I appreciate the cap, too. I genuinely do. No cap. See what I did there? AMS2 does these cars pretty good now. They really do. I would say most of the cars in the game, I feel like they do a really good job with. Really heavy on the brake there. Back end kicked out. We're good. We're closing back up. We're getting there. You guys are all battling so close in front of me here. I'll be honest, I didn't even play any of that content. I thought about playing it. Didn't even mess with it. Bought it. Couldn't mess with it. A little bit of contact. We're 3 wide here. Kind of down to 2. Everybody kind of files out. Somebody took out the bollard. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright. Nice. Got 2 spots there. Let's see, here's where it gets a little sketchy, because I mean, obviously this road is not the widest in the world, and these are some big cars. And obviously, with the slipstream and everything else, we tend to get a really good run. Trying to go nice and easy into the corner here. There we go. Not bad. It's actually defending really well here in front of me. And Carter are outside. I might have forced him a little wide with the little wiggle there. Whoops. Yeah, the Viper on the straights is nuts. It's so good. It's so good. It's terrible everywhere else, though. Bit of a slide going in there. Oh! And then I downshifted, which kicked the back end. Saved it, though. Alright. We're good. We're good. Bit of a lock up in front there as they're battling. Oh, I went deep there. Such a tricky version of that, honestly. Those corners. Let's see if we can close in here. Plan to try PMR when it comes out? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm interested to see what that career mode's like. Very interested to see what that all looks like. Plus, I mean, it's made by, you know, guys who formerly worked on like Project Cars games in the past and stuff like that, which I always enjoyed. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. A little late on the brake. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, that's the stuff. Well done, David.
It's one way of doing it. Shifter position is wild, reaching over your keyboard. Well, my keyboard's over here. So I'm reaching around the button box, is what I'm reaching around. Unfortunately, with the way this rig is, it's the only place I can put the shifter. Unless I find a way to adapt it, really. Which I could do. I would like to do that, too, but... And I mean, hell, like, I have a handbrake, too, and I have no place to mount it, so... It would be nice if it was kind of more over here, but just where it is. Hope people play story cars and ranked online. Yeah, you know, I feel like from an online perspective, most people don't really care so much for the historic stuff,
Well done, fella.
which kind of sucks, but I think they're missing out. I think they're missing out. And just like that, chat, we're in the lead. Nice work, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ollie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Friendly reminder, chat, we are live across the board here. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. So appreciate everybody tuning in, watching along, chatting along, wherever you're watching along on. Following, subscribing, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Been racing on Race Room. The 90 Super Tours are fun. Race Room's a good time, man. That's another one that's really good. It's cool seeing, you know... Oh, I'm in the grass. It's cool seeing more people get really into it. I just kind of wish they weren't, like, iRacing and, you know, did the whole iRacing method as far as how they do their content or not. But it is fun. Alright, I took those corners really, really slow. Alright, let's see if we can maybe pull away a little bit here. That'd be kind of nice. Start kind of taking things nice and easy. I go deep again there. Just so hard to get the car slowed down through there. In a world where LMU and iRacing exists, it's pretty reasonable. That is fair. That is fair, I'll give you that. LMU is expensive, man. I mean, iRacing obviously is too, but LMU kind of is too. This might be the first year I don't renew. Yeah, truthfully, I canceled mine at the start of the year. That's when mine renewed, and I said, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. There was also a stretch of time where, honestly, I wasn't really having a lot of fun playing iRacing. And then on top of that, like, you factor in like the fact that where it's factor in the fact that I just didn't really have a lot of time to play it. It's just like, can I really justify the price? You know? LMU isn't that expensive. I mean, no. It's in comparison, no. In comparison, it's obviously cheaper than iRacing, but like, you know, it's a little pricey. Not all of us are rich like you, okay?
Gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 3.1.
Yeah, I mean, LMU is a good time. It is a lot of fun. And, I mean, I played it when it first came out. Obviously, when it first came out, it was not in a good spot at all. But, you know, since then, they've improved upon it greatly, which has been great. No, I'm broke. I was just comparing to iRacing. Yeah, I mean, fair. Fair. Some guy who spent half a day making his own cockpit with wood. I mean, hey, whatever you gotta do, man. Whatever you gotta do to make it happen. I don't judge. I was actually thinking about building like an enclosure around mine. Just with the stream and everything, I don't know how well that would work. Or even how it would all look at the end of the day.
This is the last lap of fuel. The quickest at the moment. You've just done 3:52.4.
Alright, so we're going to be pitting this lap. Hitting this lap, as Jim kindly told us, last lap of fuel. It's kind of where we'll start to see what strategies start to look like. The good thing is we are pulling away from the guys behind. Tire wear isn't really a factor. Not that it ever really is at LeMans, to be honest, but honestly, we could probably skip out on changing tires and just go for fuel. AMS2 is probably the most money outside of iRacing. Yeah, I mean, same. AMS2 adds up, especially at this point. But when you can get the that season pass on sale, especially during this time of year, I mean, it's a no-brainer at that point. It's actually fun to watch? Hell yeah. I'm glad you think so. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. My alert box is broken, so I don't know what that alert was. But, thank you. Whatever it was.
Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Alright, so we're gonna pit this lap. Going the wrong way with the shifter. I think we're gonna skip out on tires. I think I just want to do fuel. I think that's the plan. Because honestly, tires are pretty good. Just gonna chat. Slow down, hopefully. Yeah, we're good. Oh, right on the edge there. What car is this? This is the Dodge Viper. The year LeMans. This looks older. Sure is. This is the...
Plenty of space on the exit. When we exit the pits, we should be in P6. A few seconds in front of Martin.
Alright. This is the 2005 layout of LeMans. This is all the 2005 DLC for AMS2. Yeah, Josh, I feel the same way, man. Like I don't mind buying a $10 pack, $20 pack here and there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with all of that. Perfectly fine with all of that. Oh. Almost dumped it there. Almost dumped it there.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Alright. We're in the pits now. A lot of the guys behind us should be pitting as well. I almost completely blew past that.
Lion behind is pitting.
Car did not want to stop. Only PS4? Yeah, I wish they would release it for console, honestly. I think the game would be so much more popular if they did. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I guess I could have took tires, now that I think about it. Really wouldn't have made a difference.
Hold on, go.
Almost stalled it. Almost stalled it.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Alright, nobody coming out behind. This pit exit is sketchy. Sketchy as hell. Alright, one thing that's nice about not taking tires, though, now that I think about it, is we don't have to worry about warming up the tires there. They kind of stayed warm. This era of endurance racing, they didn't have tire blankets or anything like that, so. Run a little wide there. Alright, we come out P3. So a couple guys stayed out, but obviously they're gonna have to come in yet.
Safety car's coming out.
Oh, we got a safety car.
Follow Castelli.
Got a safety car. Alright. Well, that timing's kind of shit.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
That timing is kind of shit. No lean mix here. Save on the fuel. Is that a double yellow? Yeah, it sure is. I do hope that they can eventually come to a day where they can actually do proper, like a proper safety car to where they split up the field. Do they bunch up like the American safety car, or is it European style? It's American style, unfortunately. Yeah, like everybody just bunches up as one. They don't split the classes. Which is the same thing at the starts of the race. Like all the classes start together, which causes just so much chaos, and I don't love that. I don't love that. Let's actually go back and see though where the safety car was. See if we can figure out who it was. Just trying to watch the timing board here. See if I see anybody like massively dropping down the order here. So far I'm not. cars are literally phasing through one another. That's good. See, I think at this point the safety car's out. I have no idea what the safety car was for. Alright. Well, whatever. Whatever. It's gonna look so fun. I only have my first Gran Turismo and F124. It's a good time, man. It's a good time. I do genuinely enjoy the game. And like, the other thing I love about this game, and I said this before, and I'm gonna repeatedly say it, for sure. The other thing I love about this game is just how much content there's in it. Like, if you're like me and you're a big Formula 1 fan, there is so much Formula content in this game. It's incredible. It's also fun getting to drive, like, not even classic Formula 1 cars, but, like, it's also fun getting to drive the modern-day Formula 1 car. Oh, is this where our safety car is? I guess so. Must be. Two cars parked up there, for whatever reason. Sorry for the screen spazzing out there. I was trying to look behind me. But anywho, yeah, it's fun to get to drive like a modern day Formula 1 car around tracks that they don't normally drive at. You know what I mean? Oh, there's another car parked up. And another one here. What is going on? Alright. Do I have mechanical failures on? I think I might. That could be what's happening there. I'm not sure. But chances are that's probably why we have the safety car. But, anywho, yeah, it's fun getting to take, like, the modern-day F1 car and drive it around, you know, drive it around LeMans, drive it around, you know, like, Watkins Glen and shit like that. Like, it's a good time. I like the cars from 2001. That's the most modern I like, since the modern cars are larger. Yeah, fair. I'm not a big fan of the current gen of F1, personally, but gotta get ready for a race. But nice hanging out. Hey, man, I appreciate you tuning in, dude. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Good luck with your race as well. And R3, thank you for that follow, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, this game's fun though, because like you even get to drive like a lot of the, you know, if you're into Formula 1 content. Damn it, you can drive 90s era cars, you get to drive the 2000s, excuse me, the 80s, 70s, like it's so much fun, man. So much fun. And then obviously with it being on PC, you can mod it, add tracks and cars, and skin packs and everything else, man. It's a good time. It is a good time. It's a great game. Alright, so the tough part here is, like, now with the safety car, obviously everybody's gonna get bunched up again, and we're catching up to the tail end of the pack here. Everyone's gonna get bunched up again. I got an LMP1 car behind me. Our tires are slightly worn. I'm still not really feeling the effects of them. See if we can try to keep the tires warm at least. We'll probably have one more lap that we go around here. But let's see what happens. Wait, why don't they separate the classes in safety?
All right, David, get ready. Race
I guess
at the end of this lap.
So we're racing this lap. Really, it's just because it's just not coded into the game. I don't think there's a single. I don't think there's a single game that actually does that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's a single one that has managed to figure that out. I would love if they could figure it out, but I'd imagine in terms of coding it, it's probably not easy. By the way, we're just over a half hour through. We got a little less than 2 hours left. You can see the sun is you know, we are transitioning. The shadows are getting a little bit longer. Not too long from now. We're kind of getting into the evening and then into the night. Thankfully for us, the field didn't fully bunch up. There's still a lot of cars that are still trailing behind, so really just a couple GT cars behind us there, from what I can see. Alright, more than a couple, that's like a majority of the class. But
Safety car phase. There's a faster car behind. He's racing us for position. I don't think you'll get a blue flag.
hopefully we get a good start here. A lot of cars in the pits. We lost like probably about 6 cars. I think I'm getting turned into there. That was not a good start for me.
You're leading.
Alright, let's see what happens here. Tires are a tad bit cold. Just a tad. Went a little deep there. Just a tad. So many questions, but do they have the Daytona Road course? You could ask all the questions in the world, man. Ask as many questions as you'd like. I got no problem with that. They do have the Daytona Road course. They also have the Daytona Oval, too. So if you wanted to do the Oval, you could do that. And they also have the NASCAR version of the Daytona Road course. If for, you know, godforsaken reason you wanted to do that. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but they do have it. Alright, we're able to pull away a little bit there once the tires kind of get up to temp. Putting our lights on here as the shadows are getting a little bit longer. A little wide. A little wide. Are the driver's suit and gloves necessary? If you want to protect your virginity, yes. Yes, they are. Oh no. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Whew. Once you kind of hit that sand at a good enough speed, your car's just going straight into that tire barrier. So I'm happy we were able to get it to slow down just in time there. What game is it? This is AMS2, Automobilista 2. Checking out the 2005 DLC that they just released. Say just, it's been like a week now, but. Unfortunately, going deep allowed the class to catch back up to us here during a part of the track where I'm not quick at all. Oh, I'm understeering. Viper to my outside, Viper to my inside now. He got super swirly.
Come on, don't let him get away.
I didn't really know where to go there. I said it before, man, like, once the, as the race progresses, you will see the Vipers up in the front, just because they're just so quick in a straight line. Because that one is either going into the pits or went deep. I think he's going into the pits. And the DB9 took advantage there. Slide coming out. Alright, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine.
Me too.
Wonder what would happen if it took out the restrictor plate on NASCAR. I mean, you'd see cars going super fast, obviously. And it would kind of probably take away from pack racing. It would just be like how it was back in the day, really. But then you have to ask, safety, is it really safe for them to do so? Probably not. Alright, we should be able to get the Aston back here. Fairly easy. Do I drive ACC? No. I used to. I don't know, I just never really get that into it. Like, it's a great game and obviously feels really good. Although I just saw the other day that they announced that they're not doing updates for it anymore. At least, like, no new cars or anything like that. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad game. It's just, it's one of those things, like, aside from, like, F1 and I guess NASCAR, like, I'm not really too big on being locked into just GT3 racing. Winter came in earlier this year? That it did. A little late on the brake there. Let me get it to slow down. Let's see if we can pull away a little bit here. I'm really questioning why those cars came into the pits. So we're just able to send fuel that long. Real heavy on the brake there. Slide coming out too.
Don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it.
This car is so much fun to drive, but man, it's such a handful. Being blinded by the sun here. Oh. Well, chat once again, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everyone hanging out, watching along, whatever platform you're watching along on. We're live across the board. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch and Kick. Appreciate y'all. We're on the road to 1,000 subs over on YouTube, by the way. We got a little bit of ways to go. But if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the channel, appreciate you dropping the sub. Otherwise, you know, if you don't, go fuck yourself. I think it's a fair reaction. No, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Whether you're just watching, chatting along, yeah, whatever it is that you do, I appreciate you. What's the YouTube account? It's the same name. Same name, just I didn't do it 97. Sun is going down. Managed to pull away a little bit.
The gap behind is now 1.4.
And obviously here's where we're going to pull away a good amount. The Aston behind also managed to pull away a little bit as well. Certainly helps for him. Really heavy on the brake there. I realized I kind of braked a little late. So I kind of had to brake heavy there. Back in TikTok. Well, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
The gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 2.3.
This content is just so much fun. So much fun. I love it. Love it. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. You're the real MVP today. We stared directly into God. It's so bright. Jesus.
The gap to Bradley behind is increasing. It's now 3.8.
One really cool thing about this game too, chat, for those that may or may not know, is that you can actually set the date and weather to historic and like real life weather. So I don't know how the hell they do it, but the technology they have in the game means I can set the weather to the date of the 2005 Le Mans race. Now I have it set to a default setting where it's just going to be dry conditions regardless. But the fact that I could potentially do that is insane. And I love it. Absolutely love it. They drive so good, bro. Just practice, man. Just practice. It's really all it is. I wouldn't even say I'm really that great, to be honest with you. I've certainly seen better. Oh, because I almost dumped the car. Alright, we're gonna box this lap. A couple other cars coming in as well.
Okay, stop requested.
As I barely get the car slowed down in time. I am starting to feel the effects of the tire wear now. sliding all over the place. This car is so tough to drive, but I love it. Love it. Drive on F125, but bro, you good? Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. You should see me play F125. You'll feel otherwise. The amount of rewinds I use on that game. Alright, well, we are officially into the night at this point, chat. We are pretty much there. Yeah, F125 is definitely an improvement from F124. For sure. For sure. I hated F124. Absolutely hated it. Barely played it for that reason. You blip the throttle to stabilize the car through the corners and downshifts? Got it. Exactly why. Exactly why. I mean, the proper method would be, to me, would be for me to do, you know, engage the clutch and do a heel toe thing. I'm just not very good with the heel toe method. So I just blip the throttle instead. I can get a little squirrely there.
In this lap. Okay, David. We have no recorded pit timings. The estimate position estimates won't be reliable. You should be coming out into clear air. When we exit the pits, we should be in position 8. A few seconds behind Via.
I don't understand how I have no recorded pit timings when we literally pit in this race already. But okay, Jim. Sliding a little bit there. There we go. Just the 2014 cars. Sounded amazing. That they did. That they did. Almost a little deep. Almost at the wall as I was trying to find the button.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Alright.
Down, behind is pitting now.
Alright. It's a good stint. Yeah, we're gonna get tires to stop. We're gonna get tires to stop. I feel like we're starting to feel that tire wear a bit, so. Yeah, they sound like vacuum cleaners. Yeah, they kind of do, low-key. We'll get tires to stop. It kind of adds roughly about 20 seconds onto the stop by getting tires, but... And we probably could have got away with the tires that we still had, but...
Go.
Probably could have got away with the tires that we had, but... It's alright.
Exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
Gotta get those fresh tires.
We need to get some heat into them. Your tires are cold. Watch out.
Yeah, so everything's cold. I gotta keep that in mind as we come out here. and we're going into the night, so obviously the track temps are coming down, meaning everything else is going to be cold. So I gotta be very careful here early, but we actually come out still in first, which is nice. So most of us are pretty much all on the same cycle, all kind of doing the same thing here in the class, which is nice. Now we just try to get the tires up to temp, and then go from there.
The gap behind is now 4.1 seconds.
A bit of a sludge. A little bit. Oh, a little wide. At the corner cut. Ooh, do they Monaco? Do they have Monaco? They do. They do. They have, chat, help me out here. They have 10 F1 tracks that are on the current calendar in this game. They have Monaco, they have Spa, they have Brazil, they have Spain, they have Silverstone.
Yellow flag, safety car is
We
out.
got another safety car.
Follow, Christopherson.
Back to back. Back to back safety cars here after I pit. That is shitty timing. It is what it is. My grammar a little bit? That's alright, you're good. But yeah, I mean, they have, so what did I say? So, Monaco, Spain, Brazil, Spa, Silverstone. What am I forgetting, chat? Austria, that's in the game. They have Hockenheim too, not that that's on the current calendar. Nürburgring as well, the game. Also not on the current calendar, obviously. There's definitely more, like, more Formula tracks that are on the current calendar that are in this game that I'm completely forgetting. Do they have Sao Paulo? Yeah, they have that. So they have like almost half the calendar in the game, and I'm just forgetting what the rest of them are. Car stopped right in the middle of the track. I'm guessing a mechanical failure?
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 51 Celsius.
I'm guessing that's what that is. There's the safety car. We've had a couple cars just kind of like stop up on the side. I'm guessing. I do believe I have mechanical failures on, so I think it's just from that. I think it's just a couple mechanical failures. We've lost 10 cars in this race so far, though. We're coming up on the halfway point. Or about the halfway point, a little less than the halfway point. Yep, there's another one. Stopped in the middle of the track. How long is the race? I had it set up for 2.5 hours. It's a 2.5 hour race. I don't know how well you can see it on like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or anything like that, but the times there in the top left. Oh, another car stopped up here. All the prototype cars. I don't know if that's just like that might be a bug in the game, honestly. Anywho, yeah, I don't know how well y'all can see the time, but the time's up in the top left when I'm not in the pause menu. Yeah, a lot of prototype cars failing here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's all prototype cars, actually. Oh, no. There's two GT1s. I mean, for this era, there were, like, a lot of times the cars themselves were not very durable and would fail often. So maybe that could just be what it is. It could just be something in the coding, but nobody's crashing or anything. It's just cars just stopping. So I'm assuming it's mechanical errors, which I didn't think I had on. Can I actually see gameplay. Mechanical failures off, so it's not that. Random failures authentic. That's what it is. That's got to be what it is. I didn't realize I had that on. That's what that means. I only knew the last two. Yeah, it's the amount of time that's left in the race. I was on the brakes a little late there. I think I was getting the car slowed down. And then, yeah, obviously position is just our overall position, and class is just where we're at in our class. I feel like the field is like pretty spread out at this point. So the safety car might last a little while. They tend to try to like allow most of the field to group up before they start going again. Kind of notice like that's how it's coded. So it doesn't help that we still got these cars parked out on the track here. Thankfully, I can't hit them. I'll just phase through them.
Okay, David, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
I imagine we'll go back racing this lap. Be my guess. But we'll see. We shall see. I can see down in the bottom left there, my engine is showing 1, which means it's starting to see some wear, which makes sense, you know. Racing as hard as we have been for so long, like, it's going to see wear over time, right? But as that ticks up, obviously that means it's going to make us a little bit slower in a straight line, because the engine's just not going to produce as much power output. So I think our next pit stop, we'll kind of do the same strat of just not taking any tires. But we will try to fix that engine a little bit. Yep, a little tune-up. Do they have the NASCAR that we're racing Le Mans? The Garage 56 car is not in the game yet. Shortly before this DLC got announced and showcased and whatnot, it got leaked that we will be seeing NASCAR come into the game, essentially. And it's not going to be, like, officially licensed NASCAR. At least to my knowledge, it's not. But they will have the modern-day stock car. They're going to have an older stock car in the game. They're going to have the Garage 56 car in the game. And then might have a couple versions of, like, older stock cars in the game. But, whoops. There was a couple updates ago. They did an update to tweak how the AI performed on ovals. And there is some oval racing in the game already as is. So I think it's just, you know, I think it's just only a matter of time at that point. But I am very excited for that, though, for NASCAR to come to the game. Because the oval racing in this game actually isn't half bad. It's not the greatest, but, like, in comparison to a lot of other games, like, if you try to do oval racing on, like, Assetto Corsa, it's terrible. If you try to do oval racing on... Is there really even any other games that allow you to do oval racing? I don't really think there is. But most games... let's even go a little bit older. If you try to do, like, oval racing on, like, Project Cars 2... Not that the game's available anymore, but... You know, if you try to do oval racing that, it's not good. So, oval racing in this actually isn't terrible. I've certainly experienced better, but it really isn't that bad. And at times can be really fun if you get the right track and car combination. But so yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for like a NASCAR content, you know, update to come to the game. They just slammed on the brakes there. Was not ready for that. It was like we started going and then just stopped. Trying to keep temp with the tires as best as I can here. So it looks like in front of us we got a couple GT2 cars. That might cause a little bit of chaos here at the start. I just gotta be careful. And obviously close behind we got GT1s here. They've all kind of caught back though now, so gonna make things interesting as we get going again. But
Safety cars out, yellow flag. You're catching up with the slower class cars now. Green flag.
all the AI are like flashing their lights because they're slower class cars ahead. Alright, it was a smoother start this time compared to last time. But now is where it gets a little chaotic. as ultimately we passed a couple of the LMP cars there. We're gonna have to go slow here. Unfortunately, this GT2 car in front of me kind of holding me up a little bit, but that's all right. We're good. All right, good. We got there. We're good. We're good. We got a couple slower cars still ahead, so I just got to be careful. And again, this car is very quick in a straight line, as you can see. I mean, we got two LMP2 cars here in front of me. I'm going faster than they are. This one's actually going a little slow. Oh, that was close. Almost went in the back of that one. And then almost dumped the back end of the car. Alright, we're good. We're good. Do the random failures apply to you too, or just the AI? No, to me as well. To me as well. Although with mechanical failures being off, they shouldn't even be in play. Really? Like, they shouldn't happen, but I didn't even realize they were on, to be fair. Tires are just a tad bit cold.
These guys are fighting for position.
Just a tad. Carrying a lot of speed in the corner. I got a little worried there. Got a little worried, not gonna lie. But we're good. Alright, we got about an hour and 20 left here. Hour and 22, really, to be exact, but pretty much at the halfway point of this race. Fully transitioned into the night. A couple safety cars have kind of made things interesting again. Kind of tighten everything up a little bit. Trying to take my time here. I got a little bit of a gap to the GT1s behind, though. They've also had to try to navigate some of that traffic there. Will the race end at night or day? It should end during the day. I think I have the time progression set up where should end, I didn't mean to downshift that much. It should end right around the time that we started the race. Which would have been, 1 o'clock track time. Should end somewhere around that point. If not exactly at that point. I was a little late on the break there. Alright.
Only 2 more laps of fuel.
Let's see if we can kind of clean things up here a little bit. Try to build a little bit of a gap before we have to pit again. Like, look at my wipers here. Yeah, no, that's where they end. So, like, I wish there was a way I can get rid of that dirt that's on, like, the edge of the windshield. Kind of distracting, just because of where it's placed at.
Gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 4.7.
gotta tell you what, though, driving LeMans at night like this, in the dark, very little lights, kind of terrifying. But I wish you could have like the really like Ford versus Ferrari era of Le Mans in here. Project Cars 2 had it, and it was so much fun. I know they plan on bringing more historic stuff into the game, and this game does such a good job with all of it. So I'm excited for it to happen. But like, I remember playing that in PC2, and like, it was just so scary, so scary doing it. It's like Evanston with the dirt there. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Which again makes it kind of tough at night. Why isn't Project Cars 2 active anymore? I mean, there's always a few reasons for why, like, stuff gets delisted and, you know, things of that nature. Obviously, there's a cost standpoint. There is a cost behind keeping it active, continuing to produce keys for it, and stuff like that. But, I mean, Slightly Mad Studios, the guys behind Project Cars, you know, obviously, a few years ago, they were bought out by Codemasters, the guys behind the F1 games, who then were bought out by EA. So, like, you know, the guys at Slightly Mad Studios were working on another Project Cars game that was going to kind of bring it back more to its roots. So it was going to be like a version of a little while. It was going to be like a version of Project Cars 1 and Project Cars 2 kind of combined together. And unfortunately, EA, being EA, scrapped it. They said, nope, you're not doing that anymore. And then Slightly Mad Studios kind of got split up and was forced to start working on other projects within EA. You know, stuff like the, you know, WRC game, and I believe some of them got put in with Codemasters to help with the F1 game, I think. But most of the team at Slightly Mad Studios got laid off and or just left altogether and started doing other stuff, like, for example, Project Motor Racing. So, but to kind of answer your question, I mean, like, a lot of times what ends up happening is, like, you know, obviously there's the cost of keeping it listed, and then there's also the other side of it, like, you know, as a studio, you put out new stuff, and you want people to move on from your old stuff and play that new stuff, so. Snap through there. So that's a large factor.
Temps falling. It's now 24 Celsius.
Alright, so we managed to kind of continue to pull away from the car behind. Got ourselves a nice little gap. We're going to pit this lap. We're not going to take new tires. We're going to fix that little bit of wear on the engine. Obviously get ourselves a full tank of gas here. We continue to drive through the night. I don't know what time it is at this point in the race. I can hit the pause menu and find out. Let's see. So as of right now, it is 1:30 in the morning. So, still got a long ways to go here in the night.
Okay, David. In this lap, you'll record any pit timings, so we don't have good estimates for the exit positions. Expect traffic when you come out. We expect to exit the pits in position 3.
I think the safety cars have really been the only thing that's allowed us to not really truly pull away from the rest of the grid, or the rest of the class, I should say. I mean, I feel like personally, I've kind of gotten myself into a pretty good flow at this point. Everything feels really good. Realistically, like I probably could have tweaked the AI a little bit more and maybe bumped it up just a little bit, but I think considering the fact that I, as a racer, tend to be kind of inconsistent at times.
Air temperature's decreasing. It's now 16 Celsius.
I think where it's at is pretty good, personally.
What's your speed?
Sometimes the old is better, like F1. Yeah, true. You know what I mean? Like, you find that happen a lot, but you know, it's money is a big part of it. Money is a big part of it.
Behind is pitting. Puissant behind is pitting.
Guys behind us are pitting. Repairs real quick. Really gonna probably about to add.
Go.
Adds roughly about an extra 8 seconds to the stop, give or take. Not too bad.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the line.
We got a decent amount of traffic coming out here, but then we kind of get into a clean spot, so all is well. And obviously, temps are still good because we didn't change tires, so chilling. A lot of GT2 cars in front of us here, so we gotta be careful. I love the yellow hue from their headlights. I love it. This game really can make you just have that, like, just full nostalgic grip sometimes, man. It's so much fun. So much fun. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Took that very poorly. Kind of poorly too. Alright, we're coming up on another set of GT2 cars here. The LMP1 car here in front of us is trying to get by him. I think he got held up a little bit, so he's going a little slow, but we're stuck on the outside here. Just take our time. Get through. little bit of a lockup kind of going in there.
The gap to P2 behind is now 20 seconds.
Alright. You can see the sky's starting to brighten up a little bit. Getting into the early morning here. But it's just another thing that this game just does so well. And the whole day-night transitioning cycle, like it's just so good. So many things about this game that I truly do enjoy. And it does make me wish that it was a little bit more popular of a game, because I mean, one, from a content perspective, there's so much content in the game that I feel like I could do and take advantage of, and, you know, produce for the channel that I think a lot of people would genuinely enjoy. But two,
All right, David, we're halfway home.
that was a nice voice crack I had
Laps of fuel remaining.
there.
The track
But two,
temperature's falling
it's just
now.
the element of like, just the element of how much fun the game genuinely is, man. Like, there's just so many things that this game does really well, and not a lot of things that it doesn't do well. You know what I mean? So we got a car parked up on the right there. Probably means we're gonna see another safety car. If I was to take a guess, as I take that corner very poor. It looks like we got I'm assuming another mechanical failure. That's my guess, as I run a little deep there. We'll have to pay attention and see what happens here. Ooh, daybreak. That's right. That's right. We're getting there. And it's really cool to see, because like, you see, like, throughout most of the first sector there, like, it's a little bit brighter. So that's where the sun's coming up yet. You know, when you look down the straight here, the Camel Straight, like, on the brake a little too late. Oh, just gonna slow down. But like, as you look down the straight here, it's still kind of dark yet. Like, it's little things that this game does really, really well that I just love. Trying to like adjust my pit strategy here as I'm going around the track. Kind of hard to do. Should be good now. The other thing that's really cool too, is that, like, if you're crazy like me and you want to do like a 24-hour race in this game, you'd actually have the AI take over for you. They're a little shaky at times, and the AI's pace is nowhere near your pace, I feel like. It's gotten better, but like, they tend to be a decent amount slower, unfortunately. And they tend to make a lot of mistakes, which kind of sucks. And there's the safety car. Well, yeah, it's something that's cool, at least. When you can do real 24-hour racing, yeah, I mean, you can set the time to whatever. Set the time to whatever you want it to be, and eventually they plan on adding the ability for when you're doing multiplayer, kind of like iRacing, to where you can do like actual driver swaps with actual people. So you can have actual people jump in the car and take over, which is pretty cool. Go down the lean mix here, just trying to save some fuel. I don't think these cars actually had like power outputs like that, where you can go through like a rich fuel mix, medium, lean. Like, I don't think that was a thing back in the day. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we're gonna take advantage of it, because every car in this game has that. like I said, really just trying to save some fuel here. It almost never makes sense to run in like lean mix. Like normally you would, like in the modern day car that actually has that power output. See another car parked up to the side here. But in the modern day card where you could actually adjust your power output like that, it makes more sense to do it. You know, I mean, cars, like, they'll typically just run lean mix the entire time. Or at least a large majority of the race. You know, especially for long endurance races, like a 24-hour race. But in the game here, the AI just seemed to kind of, at least it feels like, the AI just run on rich mix the entire time. So, especially on long straights like this, you tend to be a little bit slower than the AI, and I say a little bit, but like a good amount slower than the AI. You lose a decent amount of speed in comparison. Like, I'm going full out here. I mean, I was reaching over 300 kph at this point, and I'm struggling to even get there by the time we even reach the corner. So, you know, I'm losing about 15 kph just by being in a lean mix. So, obviously, it makes sense because there's not as much power output happening. It also means there's not as much power output happening, you know, coming out of the corner too. So you're slower coming out of the corner, slower in a straight line. You're just overall slower by a good margin. So it doesn't really make too much sense to do it. Which again, it's something that would be kind of nice to see. You know, see the folks over at Ryza, you know, be able to kind of tweak a little bit, like AI changing the strategy a little bit more. You know, changing the fuel output, changing how much fuel they put in the car when they pit. You know, maybe late in the race if they just need a splash and go. Seeing, you know, seeing stuff like what tire even they go on. Like, we have multiple types of dry tires that we race on right now, between the soft, medium, and hard slick tires, but they don't. They all drive the same type. You know, everybody always chooses the softs. I see it like when I do Formula 1 stuff in this game.
It's all right.
And obviously, you know, modern day, like, tire strategy in terms of what type of dry tire you race on in modern Formula 1 matters a lot, obviously, right? And unfortunately, in this game, like, you just don't see that. You know, everybody just drives on the soft tire and that's it. So, which kind of sucks. Now, obviously, if you're doing multiplayer racing with a bunch of friends and stuff like that, then it's a little bit different story. Then everybody, you know, uses proper strategy and things of that nature. But I personally don't. Personally, don't really play a lot of online racing. So, what will I do after this race? Go relax. Go relax. Sitting in this chair and doing this racing for this long, I mean, you know, you get kind of sore doing it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go relax or, you know, go do shit around the house. But I will be streaming tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do NASCAR. I really want to play NASCAR, but I might. Truth be told, I might do F1 just because we haven't really streamed a lot lately, and I feel like I'm like behind, so to speak, when it comes to my F1 content. So we might do F1 and then save NASCAR for next week, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't really decided yet.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
Slide there. I've seen a decent amount of the grid kind of drop out of this race. We're down to technically 33 cars. It's the 34th car is actually the safety car, but down to 33 cars if we include ourselves here. And most of the retirements have been the LMP classes, which may sound a little crazy, but like it's actually pretty realistic. I mean, if you go look up like the 2005 LeMans race and you look at the results of it, you'll see like a large majority of the grid was a lap down, multiple laps down, and about half the grid was just gone, you know. So, or at least close to it. We're under an hour left in the race now. Hopefully we go racing on this lap. I'm gonna convince my parents to take me to the 24-hour Daytona for 2026. Hell yeah, man! You know, funny enough, like, if your parents are paying for it, then I guess it doesn't matter so much in your case. But funny enough, dude, it's actually not that expensive either. I mean, it's expensive, like, if you're not in that area, if you don't live in that area, it's expensive to travel to that area, obviously, and then, you know, find a place to stay and all that fun stuff. But like, it's actually not that expensive. Like, I looked at going a couple of years ago. And then, the person I work with, she's trying to figure out, like, what to get her boyfriend for Christmas. And I know he's, like, kind of into racing. All based off one little thing. But, like, I know, like, he's gotten into cars and stuff at least. So I was like, hey, like, maybe look into this. And, like, she mentioned it to him, and he's super giddy about it. Like, he's so excited to go now. So... yeah, I've looked into it myself. Like, I definitely want to go. Daytona 24, like, that's...
okay, David, get ready.
That's on the bucket list, you know? That's definitely on the bucket list for sure. Along with, 24-hour Le Mans, that's on the list too. I would love to go to Nürburgring as well. Things like the 24-hour events, especially Le Mans, Nürburgring, and kind of Daytona as well. Like they're like festivals. They're full blown like events happening around and within the event itself, which is really cool. So it's more than just going there than, you know, to just see the race happen at that point, which I like. Trying to get the tires up the temp here. It's kind of hard to do, obviously, when we're going so slow. It's also very hard to, like, kind of weave with this car. But we're just kind of coming out through the night here. As you can see, the day's starting to break. You know, we're starting to get into the middle part of the morning. So obviously the track is still kind of cool yet. Which also makes it a little bit harder to get these tires up with them. Especially under these conditions where we're going slow. Thankfully, I got a nice pack of GT2 cars behind me here, so... and looks like just LMP 1 car is here in front of me, so we should, in theory, have a pretty okay start here, to where I could take it nice and easy and not really have to worry about what's going on around me. I think we're gonna have to pit within the next 2 laps. Like, I might have to pit, not next lap, but the lap after. So yeah, next 2 laps. It's always the sunrise and the sets that blind you. That is true. That is true. I don't think the sunrise is that bad at Le Mans, though. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've done it. Alright, tires are kind of cold here at the start as we start to kind of get going here. Take it nice and easy here into the final chicane, the last corners.
Let's go.
Oh, bit of a slide to the rear end there. There's our cold. See the hue in the sky there. I love it. Oh man, yeah, tires are cold. Tires are cold. We're good. Oh, he's going so slow.
Past the car behind. He's on our lap. We're not going to get a blue flag.
Oh no.
We can't fix our suspension brake. That's your day over. Safety car's coming out. Full course yellow.
I'm assuming he had a.
Cardoso.
I'm assuming he had a mechanical failure there.
We think Bailey done and Wissam has spun off.
I'm assuming he had a mechanical failure there. He was going so slow in front of us. I wasn't ready for it. I think this is him, right? Cockpit. Just listen. Oh, wait, no, it was the car in front of him. Okay, wait. Right? So it should be... Wait, they're not even showing him. I need to go on board with them. Here we go. I think I see the... Oh, fuel lights on. Are these guys running out of fuel? Is that must be what's happening here. And then, of course, I nail him because he's running slow. They must be running out of fuel. I think that's what's happening here. Oh, and oh my god. Oh my god. And then just chaos ensues. That was insane. Alright, here we go. Let's go. Chase cam here, right? Oh man. Well, okay. Good news for us. Good news for us. Even though we have damage, so does all of the GT class. So that's good news for us. The bad news is we got a lot of damage. And
oh no, David, your suspension's completely knackered. There's nothing we can do there.
As Jim is telling us here, I don't know. I actually don't know if it can be fixed. So we just gotta try to make it around here. Well, alright, we'll see what happens here. I mean, thankfully that's a safety car. So, we figured it out. We understand what's happening here. We understand what's going on. It's like cars are running out of fuel and not pitting for some reason in the GT class. Or sorry, in the LMP class. So I'm assuming they're, with the accelerated fuel, they're just running out of fuel quicker. Normally I have the fuel set to authentic. Seems to be kind of like the best method, best way to go about things. But I figured, you know, I wanted to try to get some more pit stops going during this race and stuff like that. Otherwise, you know, we really only have like 3. So I was trying to get some more to kind of happen, and then unfortunately I think this has been the end result. This is why you always test things before you go about it. And unfortunately I didn't realize that LMP car was slowing up there on the left, and well, here we are. Here we are. So we got some pretty serious damage to our suspension. And really, it's just the entire front of the car. So I got to be careful as I'm trying to kind of get her back around and get into the pits. Funny enough, it's actually kind of made the back end a little bit more stable. So that's where, like, that's a moment like that where the AI are still, you know, definitely a little shaky in the game. You know, they're still not great. I figured out where the sun's going to blind me. Yeah, the AI are still a little shaky in the game. They're still not perfect by any means, and that's an example as to where they still need some tweaking. But hey, it is what it is. We work with what we can. Guy in P2 is also pitting, thankfully.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
So, trying to see where this ultimately...
Harding behind is pitting now.
Where this ultimately puts us.
Now 20 Celsius.
Once all is said and done, and I mean, really, the big question is going to be, how long is it going to take to fix the car? Not only that, we're also getting new tires. I just realized that too. So, we might be here for a hot minute, chat. Might be here for a hot minute. Don't look at my phone. Oh, good news. Right now we're still in first. But we see all the... there goes all the other GT1 cars there. GT2 cars in the pits as well. Now we're P4. Repairs are going to set us back a little bit here. Sometimes the repairs are bad enough, though, to where they actually genuinely can't fix it, and they tell you that. But it looks like we're okay. Looks like everything's getting fixed. We're going to have a little bit of work to do, though. A little bit of ground to make up. That's okay, though. That is okay. So we come out P5, tires are cold, gotta keep that in mind. See if we can catch back up to the grid. Racing resumes at the end of this lap. we're gonna have a little bit of work to do here. There's a lot of debris on the track there. Thankfully, you just phased through it. I doubt I'm gonna be able to get the tires on them before we go back racing here. So, just another element to worry about. Oh, damn it. Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. My thing came undone. Oh! Stream stopped recording. Uno momento. Oh, God. I'm so sore. Oh, that really sucks. Because that means my shit's corrupt now. Oh, so much for the video I didn't do on this. Oh well, that's what this. It is what it is. Alright. You know what? TV doesn't want to search me up properly. Sounds like you need a new TV. I mean, I think that's the only answer there. I think that's the only answer. iRacing return soon? I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. It is on sale. Black Friday sale. So, maybe. Maybe. But probably not. Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. Good to see you though. Good to see you. See you. Hope everything's good with the team. If you're still a part of it. Everybody found me? Alright, bet. You wanna say TRE missed you? Every so often, like when you guys are doing like the events and stuff, I try to tune in for a little bit, just to watch for just a little while at least. Used to have a beard? I did. I used to have hair too. Used to also not wear a racing suit while on stream. Used to do a lot of things. A changed man. Seen shit, you know? Alright. I wasn't really fully able to get the tires up at the time.
Alright, David, are you ready? We're going green.
That's okay. And thankfully, we're still in this race. Thankfully, we're still in this race. I mean, I didn't think we would be. Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I appreciate you tuning in at least, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate you hanging out this entire time. Appreciate everybody hanging out, honestly. chatting along, watching along, whatever platform it is that you've been watching on. I appreciate you. Are we gonna get back racing here? Now in P5, so for what's been a fairly easy race for us and pretty calm race overall for us at least. We're gonna see what happens here the rest of the way. Hopefully we can make back up the spots that we lost.
Yellow flag, the safety car's out. Coming up on some slower cars, they're class leaders in this group. Green flag, we're racing.
Corvette is getting held up there a little bit. Get around him.
Nice move, mate.
GT2 cars in front of us here too.
Coming up on some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position with the class leaders in this group.
That one moves out of my way, thankfully. Okay, we got a little bit of a train going here as the Aston makes a sketchy move there, trying to go around the Viper. A little bit of contact too. And we're just gonna... Thank you very much. Again, that's once again, that's kind of one of those things where unfortunately the AI are still just a little finicky, especially with the multi-class stuff. If I did like just GT1 racing, it's really, really good. Like if you do a single class race, I think the AI racing is extremely good in that case. But when you're doing multi-class stuff, the AI still just kind of tend to struggle to kind of figure out what they want to do in terms of trying to get around other AI, so to speak. Slide going in. Alright, well, in a pretty easy way, we managed to get back up into P1. We'll take that. Just under 40 minutes to go. 39 minutes left here in this race. We should have to pit, I think, potentially twice, but at least one more time for sure. Hopefully everything stays under green flag conditions the rest of the way. That'd be nice. Be nice. I don't mind having some safety cars, but I think we've had too many, especially considering how the majority of them have happened.
You're in the lead. Okay, David, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 32 Celsius.
That's pretty terrible. That was pretty booty cheeks. As was that. Oh man, the understeer. Whew. I get so worried in that corner.
Martin, it's getting closer. The gap is now 3.6 seconds.
Oh, a little wide. That's a corner cut. Or at least track limits. You may have noticed, like, I haven't gotten any warnings or penalties or anything like that. There are track limit penalties in the game. I have them turned off because I personally feel like you get called for track limits in this layout with this DLC and everything else in spots where you really shouldn't be. So normally I'd have it on, but I mean, there's been times where I'm literally following the same line as the AI, and I mean the same exact line as the AI, and I'm getting called for a track limit warning. And obviously the AI doesn't, because that's not a thing in the game. So, yeah, nope, I don't love that, but... So because of that, I do have them off, but I feel like I've been pretty good about, you know, keeping within track limits overall, so. Plus, it just makes things more fun, man. Like, to be able to just kind of just drive freely and not really have to worry too much about that. And obviously, I'm still trying to keep things within reason and everything else, so.
V2 behind is increasing. It's now 5.2.
Tell you what, with PMR on the way and around the corner and having historic stuff along with like the modern day stuff and having, you know, integrated online capabilities. Ooh, that guy went off. Missing the back wing.
The captain
went wide.
behind is now 5.6.
Yeah, a little distracted. But you know, again, with that being around the corner and having all the integrated, you know, in-game online ranks and all that fun stuff, I would love to see them try to do some special events with all that and have like classic or like historic events that you could do. It'd be nice to kind of see that. We got another car parked up here. I'm guessing somebody else that's out of fuel.
You've got about 3 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see that, because then I think, like, it'd be nice to, like, imagine, like, how iRacing does special events, right? Like, imagine if iRacing had content where you could do 24-hour LeMans race, but have it be, like, the, you know, the 1960s or the 1970s layout.
Martin behind is now 5.8.
Like, imagine doing that. Imagine doing this in iRacing. You know what I mean? One thing I feel like this game's missing just a little bit is that online experience. You know, obviously they have these partnerships with LFM and I think Racing Group, I think is the new one that they just had a partnership with, but which is cool. Like it's cool that they have that, but you know, people don't want to have to kind of do things outside of the game. You know what I mean? Like I've done some LFM stuff, and LFM's good. You know what I mean? Like I think they do a really good job, but it'd be nice to have everything fully integrated in the game, nothing to really worry about outside the game. And ultimately, it doesn't really seem like they're trying to do full integration for online in the game, where everything's kind of done on their end. Or at least they certainly haven't said anything that alludes to that, but I could be wrong.
The gap behind us now, 6.7 seconds.
Alright, we continue to pull away. We're not putting out like our greatest laps all time or anything like that, but we continue to pull away at least. Good.
The gap to P2 behind is increasing. It's now 8.4 seconds.
It's like Jim is like reading my mind here. Look at that car parked up here in the chicane. I'm shocked that caution hasn't come out. Looks like we got a couple guys in the pits as well.
Left. We're setting the pace. That lap was at 53.1 seconds. The track temps increasing. It's now 34 Celsius.
And I'm lucky they were able to fix the damage on the car. Because without that, we were screwed. We were screwed, it was pretty much race over, and this was all for naught. But we're good. We are good.
The gap to Martin behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
A little early on the break. I'm just trying to make sure I make the corner. I'm sitting here looking at a menu, so just trying to stay safe. I don't think we're gonna. Let me rephrase. We're definitely not gonna have to worry about tires the rest of the way. We're good on that part. You can just fill the car up, and we might be able to get away with just one more stop to be able to get around the track one more time before we have to pit. So. Just under a half hour to go.
The gap behind is now 12 seconds. Safety cars out.
And there's the caution.
Need to follow and stop us.
Where is the caution? Alright. Now here's the question. What do we do, chat? Do we go around one more time, then pit? I mean, I guess the question is, where do we catch this? Where do we catch the safety car at, right? So if we catch the safety car to where we're all... Oh, that's probably where the safety car happened.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
If we catch the safety car...
Okay, pit stop requested.
Where I think we're gonna catch the safety car at, I think then we're kind of screwed. Like, then the field's gonna be all bunched up. So this is telling me to follow the safety car. I'm assuming everybody just came into the pits, all the cars in front here. So. I think, yeah, I think. Yeah, they did. So, we would be leading the field if I stay out. So I think we pit now. And then we'll just hope we have enough fuel to make it to the end. I think it's going to be close, actually, now that I think about it. You get about 6 laps, the accelerated fuel. See where that puts us.
What's your speed?
It's gonna be close. But I think we'll make it to the end. I might have to do a little bit of fuel saving.
Bradley behind is pitting.
Once again, chat, I appreciate everybody tuning in, though. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, didn't realize that was finished. Yeah, appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Tuning in throughout the majority of the stream and just watching along wherever you're watching along on. Chatting along wherever you chat along on. Following, subscribing, all the fun stuff. I know it's not the normal content. I know it's not exactly the content that's also going to give me the most views. You know, certainly nowhere near the level of viewership that I get when I play F1. But I tell you what, man, I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and if doing this could hopefully provide a little bit more eyeballs to the game and get more people interested in playing the game, because I genuinely do think it's a great game. It's a lot of fun.
It's now 26.
And it's worth the money. Then hey, you know, I did my part. I feel like we should probably go in the lean mix here. Save whatever fuel we can. And once again, a friendly reminder, we are on the road to 1,000 subs over on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed already, you enjoy the channel, you enjoy the content,
We have no recorded pit timings. Don't expect reliable fuel estimates.
you enjoy the overall vibes and everything else, man, I appreciate you hitting the sub button if you want. If not, perfectly okay. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Alright, we got the tail end of the field here. I'm trying to work on saving fuel here as much as I can. I think we'll have just enough fuel to make it to the end. So it's gonna be close. I think we'll have just enough.
We're going green next time by.
See if I can just try to keep some temp in the tires here. Best as I possibly can. Just hard to do because obviously we go very slow here on the straights. With the way this car is, it's actually kind of hard to weave in and out of position. But right now we're 5th in class. I mean, a lot of cars ahead of us here. Some GT2s it looks like. Obviously some GT1s as well, so we got a little bit of work to do. I think some of them are gonna have to pit yet, though.
Be ready, we're going green.
I think in terms of strategy, we might actually have the advantage here. Hello, Eric. Isn't that from something? Isn't that from a movie? Show. Around me, please. Yeah. Hate when that happens. There's times, man, like you accidentally pass because they just
20 minutes to go. 20
blow
minutes.
up so quick on you. And they just refuse to get back around you. Alright. Less than 20 minutes to go. See what happens here. Tires are gonna be a little cold. Just a tad. Just a tad here at the start. Mostly GT2s behind me here, so at least it's directly behind me, so not too worried about getting overtaken at the start, at least. Just gotta make sure to keep it clean once we get past the start-finish line. I mean, we got a mixture of cars ahead of us here, so might get a little sketchy.
Safety cars out. Okay, David. The next car is Ferguson. Green,
Really
let's
slow
go.
going in the corner here.
The pit window is now open. E5.
Snap there. The GT2 here in front of us, kind of holding us up a little bit. Gonna pass him before we got onto the straight. Had to take a little bit of a shallow line because of it, but all right. Let's see if we can close in on the guys in front. Let me tight. Hey, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. A little bit of slide going in there.
Harding is leading the race.
Oh, slid there too. Yikes. Nah, that's not good. I also feel like since we had that damage early in the race, I don't think the car is as fast in a straight line as it was before. It's still pretty quick, but it doesn't feel the same. Which wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't shock me at all. Oh, okay. Car did not want to slow down there. Oh, we can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. And even if I manage to run just a little bit, you know, these laps that we have remaining, not that we have a lot, even if I manage to run the remaining time,
Car approaching. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag.
you know, as best as I possibly can, you know,
15 minutes left. That's 15
prime
minutes.
Ayrton Senna, Max Verstappen, Michael Schumacher combined, I don't think we're catching these guys in front, of course. I just don't think we're gonna have the time. Although it looked like a couple of them might be going to pits there.
The leader, Harding, is pitting.
Yeah, which is what I thought. I thought
Ferguson ahead is pitting.
we'd be seeing them coming to the pits. Alright, yeah, never mind. We're P1. Alright, woohoo! I was gonna say, I thought we'd be seeing them coming to the pits. I thought that's where the pit cycles were. Oh, a little deep. Alright, well, in that case, we just gotta put in some decent lap times. Just stay out in front. Stay out in trouble. Realistically, we should be able to do, all things considered. Oh. Tell you what, man. Every race I ever do, ever, the closing stages of those races always feel so long. They always feel like the longest part of the race. Like, I feel like most of this race flew by, honestly. And I think the amount of fun I'm having doing it plays a large factor in that. Like, there may not have been a lot of good racing happening throughout the majority of this race, but I didn't care. The car itself is just so much fun to drive. But with that being said, I feel like this race kind of flew by up until this point. I think at this point in the race is where I'm just like, these are the longest 12 minutes of my life. And ultimately, the race is just overall time. It's not time plus one lap. So it really kind of depends on where the leader crosses the line, where we're at time-wise. We'll see. That was a little in on the brake there. Oh my god, I didn't think I was getting the car slowed down. Okay, I'll lock it in here. And this is really just my race to lose at this point.
Back down behind is increasing. It's now 7.3 seconds. Air temp's increasing. It's now 28 Celsius. You're now in the lead. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left.
Actually gonna be kind of tight on fuel. It's gonna be tight. I think we have enough, but it'll be tight. I might have to feel safe that last lap quite a bit.
To go. That's 10 minutes left.
10 minutes. Can't wait for this to be over, man. I'm like, my body is just so stiff, so sore. Sitting here all this time. My ass kind of hurts. But that's for different reasons. No, honestly, sitting in this chair for a long period of time, not the most comfortable thing in the world. I at least have, like, the back pillow, which helps for my back, but, like, my ass don't feel good. Feet just, like, it has, like, very little cushioning to it. Which is probably a good thing, really, so that way you don't, like, sink down into it. But, again, when you're sitting here for long periods of time, it kind of hurts. Hurts after a while.
You've used half your fuel.
Or I'm just getting old. That's honestly probably just what it is. I'm just getting old. Chat, we're gonna be tight on fuel. It's gonna be tight.
The gap to Hartman behind is now 10 seconds.
Got a little bit of a gap behind that. It'll allow us to fuel save if we need to. I don't know. It's gonna be close.
was 3:53.2.
Man, it all depends on where the leader takes the line when time expires. I mean, that's really where we're at right now. It all depends. Thankfully, I mean, it's not like they're 3 minutes ahead of us right now. It's like sliding all over the place. Tire wear is definitely kicking in. It's not like they're 3 minutes ahead of us right now, so, I mean, really, they're on the same lap as us, but I don't know. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. I think let's go into lean mix now, honestly. Try to save what we can. Got a good gap. Hopefully that... Oh, I'm sliding into the corner there. Hopefully that doesn't allow them to catch up to us behind. You lose a lot of time and a lot of speed by going in the lean mix, so... Hopefully that doesn't really allow them to catch up. They're all pretty close behind, at least close with one another, so... That should allow us... hopefully kind of maintain a gap if they continue to battle. Let's see. This entire race, our advantage has been, you know, our capability in a straight line. We'll just drive fast, obviously. This car is just insanely quick on the straights, but...
Come on, David. Just 5 minutes left. Hold your nerve. We can win this. Bradley is gaining on you. The gap is now 11 seconds.
It's gonna be tight, man. It's gonna be really tight. I'm a little worried about fuel. Yeah, anywho, the car is so quick in the straight line, it's just very quick on the straights. So really our concern is, you know, we're not very quick through the corners because of the way this car is. And so I really gotta worry about them catching up to me in that portion of things, you know, that portion of the track, but we're gonna see what happens. Going down in the lean mix should help me save a little bit of fuel, though. A little wide there. Yeah, I mean, look at the time difference there. It's so much slower. Just taking it so easy right now. It's like a nice little Sunday stroll.
Bradley is getting closer. The gap's now 8.5.
Yeah, they're close.
Could be out
Quick.
of fuel on the next lap. The track temperature's rising. It's now 39 Celsius.
Bunch of guys pit too. Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't think we took the white flag there. I think we got one more lap. And unfortunately, I don't think we got enough fuel to make it to the end here. That's a corner cut.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Oh, sorry, check. Give me one sec. definitely don't have enough fuel to make it to the end here. That is absolutely for sure. I don't. I don't think this is. I don't think this is the last lap. Isn't it based off when the overall leader takes the line?
This lap, box this lap.
Yeah, they're still showing as racing yet. I don't. Time's expired.
Of course, yellow. Safety car's coming out. Stay behind the shop.
Oh my god, that's huge. Wait, that's huge. I'm gonna stay out. I'm gonna stay out. I don't know what to do here. We're just gonna risk it. See what happens here. That's actually massive, but I don't think this is race over. It's not. This is the last lap. Oh. I just gotta do a shit ton of fuel saving here. Keep it in lean mix. I don't think it's gonna be enough to get around, but we're gonna see. Keep it in lean mix. Keep it in a high gear. And heavy lifting coast. I think it's the only move right now. Oh, I'm so sore. Have to downshift just to be able to get the car to turn though. A lot of cars stopped up here. There's so many people out of fuel right now. One thing I have to be careful of, I gotta be careful that the game doesn't hit me with like a, you know, you're going too slow kind of thing, because then they can overtake me, and then I lose my spot, so I gotta be very careful of that. It's gonna be tight. It is gonna be tight.
Pits are open.
mean, thankfully we won't run out of fuel. Or sorry, let me rephrase. We won't burn through as much fuel for this portion of the track coming up. A lot of corners, but obviously we're not going to be on the throttle as much. But oh no, oh no, oh no! Get back on track! Get back on track! Oh, that was close. That was close. That was so close. They might run out right when you cross the line. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be so tight. Yeah, we might have just enough. We might have just enough. The safety car may have saved us there. Safety car might have saved us here. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we have just enough. Guys behind are running out of fuel. Saw it on the mini map. Man, after all of that, we somehow managed to bring her home. Oh my god, as I'm running wide here in the last chicane. Somehow managed to bring her home. P1 overall. Whew. Oh, that was good. That was good. What a race. What a race. That was fun. That was fun. A lot of DNFs. Primarily because guys were running out of fuel, but that was fun. Definitely try out the DLC for yourself. You know what I mean? Definitely give it a shot. Definitely give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend. As long as I've been in the stream. Yeah, well, hey, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. I am going to call it there. We'll be back on tomorrow. I still don't know if we're going to do NASCAR or if we're going to do F1. I'm going to decide and figure that one out yet. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one a lot. Something a little different than what we normally do on stream. So I enjoyed it. Hope you all did too. Thank you again for chatting along, being here, tuning in, whatever platform you tuned in on, and the subscribing, the following, everything else, man. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. As always, stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Adios. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.